Yes. Next one, say like we have seen already, like every RDBMS, not only SQL Server, every RDBMS supports SQL commands, right? SQL commands, structured query language. Okay, so check here, like SQL is what? Structured query language, which is actually IBM product. Means initially it was developed by IBM, but remember, like now it is a open source language. Open source language means what? Tomorrow, let's say my company is developing one new SQL Server product, for example, new RDBMS product, for example, with some name. Okay, so in my product, remember, I can use these SQL commands. In my product, I can use what? These SQL commands directly here. No need license anything. Why? Because SQL is a open source language. Once again, remember SQL. I'm not saying SQL Server, right? So SQL is a structured query language, which is a open source language. Open source means what? It can be used directly without licensing, one meaning. And second meanings here, even like in any products, remember, whenever we develop one new product, we can use this, we can use this SQL commands actually in our RDBMS product. If we are developing any RDBMS product, remember, we can use these SQL commands. Right. So check here, like common non-procedural language here. Why? Because here just we have commands are there, right? Like some select, update, delete, some commands are there just. Okay. So that's remember, like yeah, no need to write any programs here. Once again here, by using single command, we can update at a time here multiple rows, 10 rows, 20 rows, 30 rows. We can update at a time. So that's remember, like a non-procedural language means what? With single command, we can work with multiple rows. Second one, remember, no need of programming. Programming, it doesn't supports actually. SQL doesn't supports what? Programming features. So once again, here common database language supported by every RDBMS. Okay, SQL is what? Common database language supported by every RDBMS here. Already we have seen it may be SQL Server, it may be Oracle, or it may be Sybase, or any RDBMS supports which commands? SQL commands, structured query language. So common database language and case insensitive language here. It is not case sensitive. Okay, we can write the SQL commands in any case, uppercase, lowercase, any case, right? Case insensitive language, SQL. Understood, right? And generally, we have discussed already to connect and work with SQL Server. We are using one tool called SSMS here, SQL SQL Server Management Studio, SSMS, right? SQL Server Management Studio. So this SSMS, yeah, what we can do with the SSMS, we can connect and work with the SQL Server. SQL Server may be there anywhere. We can connect and work with SQL Server. Right. By using what? SSMS. Okay. Check here. In the previous day, I have shown you how to install SQL Server. You can go through that recording. Take here, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Manoj is saying there is no voice. Manoj, there is no voice. Yeah, it is clear now for all people. Or? No, okay, okay. I think maybe some fluctuation may be there here. Internet connectivity. Okay, no need to worry. Yeah. So yeah, check here like case insensitive understood, right? Yeah, generally say like to connect and work with SQL Server, we can use this tool called Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. That's why case sensitive means, remember, we can type the commands in any case, uppercase or lowercase or any case here. Okay, case insensitive language, not case sensitive, case insensitive. Okay, right. Right. Case insensitive language here. SQL Server is what? Not case sensitive language, case insensitive language. I think with the name iPhone somebody has connected. Can you rename yourself or please type your name, please? Mm, okay, no problem. Right. So check here like yeah and see like to connect and work with SQL Server, we are using this tool called SSMS. Okay. Now here directly we can right click on the server name, new query. We can run the commands here. We can run the commands here. Okay. So yeah, check here like here we can type any commands here, select the star from syslogins, small letters we can write in a small letter, as well as we can write the commands in uppercase letter also. So here there is no yeah, there is no error. Means that's why we are calling it as here case insensitive language. SQL is what? Case insensitive means not case sensitive. We can write the SQL commands in any case, uppercase, lowercase, even some mixed case here from any here. That's why we are calling it as what? Case insensitive language here, SQL language. Understood, right, Manoj? So that's why as a user, remember, whenever we submit the request through SSMS or through application, to SQL Server. SQL Server will process the command. SQL Server works with the data present in the database by using what? SQL commands. That's why we have to understand here SQL Server and SQL. Check here SQL Server and SQL. Both are same. Both are same or different. SQL Server and this SQL. Both are same or different. Arun. Yeah, Sriram is saying different. Lalita, yeah, here in the diagram you see, we have SQL Server is there, here SQL is there. Yes, yes, both are different. We have to understand. SQL Server is a RDBMS product. SQL is a common database language supported by every RDBMS. Understood, right? SQL Server is a RDBMS product, but SQL is what? Common database language supported by every RDBMS. So just we have to understand like SQL Server is like a mobile phone. SQL is like SIM card. Okay, that's why SQL is compulsory for every RDBMS here. That's why tomorrow, if you are working with Oracle also, we have SQL commands. If you are working with MySQL or Sybase or DB2, anything here, we have SQL commands here. Okay, that's why we have to understand here. SQL is a common database language supported by every RDBMS. Okay, yes, yes. So that's like yeah, we have to understand. And generally, we know that in database how the data is maintained. In database, remember, data is maintained in the form of what? Rows and columns, right? Most of the people are, I think, already familiar with. That's why in database, remember, data is maintained in the form of what? Rows and columns, nothing but what? Table, right? Yes, yes. So, but remember, like we have to understand here, in database, remember, data is yeah, stored in different levels. We have different storage levels are there in databases. Remember, we have logical level is there. Logical level is there. Logical level means what? Tables means objects. Here, see, that's why generally we have seen. Generally, we have definition is there here. A database is logically collection of objects. Nothing but what? Tables. Physically collection of what? Files. That's remember a database is what? Logically collection of objects, physically collection of what? Files here. We have to understand. Understood, right? A database is what? Logically collection of objects. Objects are nothing but what? Tables, views, stored procedures, indexes, various things. Whereas remember, a database is a physically collection of files. Physically collection of files here. That's why remember here, yeah, table is nothing but remember uh, physical logical one. Means logical one means remember where the data is there in buffer cache. In buffer cache. Whereas like physically remember data is there in the form of files. That's remember yeah, table is logical one, whereas like file is what? Physical one. That's remember logically the data is there in the form of what? Tables. Physically data is there in the form of files. That's why we have to understand here like uh, mm, yeah, we have to understand here like yeah, we have to understand here, remember, like we have to check here like we have to see here logically means what? In buffer cache. Yeah, buffer cache means remember RAM. In RAM, remember data is there in the form of what? Objects, actually objects. Whereas in hard disk, remember data is there in the form of files. Let's see, we have to understand. Means what? If I shut down the server, still data is there in the form of tables, or the data is there in the form of files only. If I shut down the server, data is there in the form of files only, right? Yes, yes. Why? Because if I shut down the server, remember, everything is erased from RAM, right? Yeah, yeah, correct. That's when, but data will be there always in the form of files. But if I start the server, remember, then the data will be loaded in RAM in the form of what? Rows and columns. We'll see once again. Just we have to understand one point. Logically, collection of objects. Logical is nothing but what? Buffer cache or RAM. Whereas physically collection of files. Physically is nothing but what? Hard disk actually. Right. So that is like yeah. Logically, data is there in the form of objects. Physically, data is there in the form of tables. We have in the form of files. Okay, right. Check here, like if I go to any one database here, or manually also we can create the database here. Just create database, some database name, student Samsung, any names here. Already we have discussed, always remember, select this command, execute. Yeah, database is created successfully, it is saying. Check here, databases, expand databases, refresh one time. Here see, students. Data is there in the form of what? This see, database is there. Here see, tables are there. Still we have not created the tables, right? That's why there is no table here. We can create the tables here just for practice purpose. Basically, remember table creation, database creations, writing stored procedures, writing triggers, everything is done by the developers teams here. It is not our job, it is our developers job. We have to understand. But we should have some basic knowledge is required for us. As a DBA, why? Because we are in the top position. So developers will be there in our team. Okay, that's why remember, like we should have some basic knowledge. Okay, so that's even it is not our regular job, but we should have knowledge actually. Right. Check here. Let's say what I'm doing. Let's say I will create one table just for practice purpose. Create table name. Okay. Course ID integer. Course name some varchar. Varchar means, remember, variable length character data type means anything we can type which is there on keyboard. Okay, in the same way, like duration integer. So like this, like we can create the table. Table name is what? Courses actually. Course ID, course name, and yes, check here, like yeah, duration. Check here, like see here, this database was created here. But if I run this command, remember, this table is created in which database? See here, currently I am in master database. That's why this table is created in which database? Master database. Okay, that is the reason what we can do. First, we have to select our database here. See, first enter into the database students. First connect to the database what? Students. Then we have to run this command. Okay, success. Check here. Now if I expand the students tables, refresh one time. See, table is ready. Courses table is ready here. Understood, right? Yeah. So that's it. Later we can insert the data. See, with command also we can do all these activities. Directly by right clicking also we can do activities here. Directly we can create the table also here. See, new table. Student ID integer. Student name varchar. Okay. So something like this here we can yeah, create. So city varchar. After typing which how many columns we need in the table, just right click on this table, save. Save with the name what? Students table. Okay. Like this here, graphically also we can create the tables here. Compulsory command is not required. So, but better to use the commands actually. Okay. Courses table is ready. In that we can insert the data here. Insert courses values. Into is there, sir, in SQL Server. Into is optional. Arun is asking we should learn T-SQL also. Means if you have knowledge, then it is added advantage, Arun. That's what I will do. What are the T-SQL basics we need for DBS, right? Working with the DDL, DML commands, okay? So as well as working with select command. insert, update, delete, what is constraint, what is primary key, what is foreign key. Up to that level, what I will do, 4 to 5 hours sessions I will share you, recordings I will share you. Just whenever you are free, you can go through that SQL basics. Okay, right, no need to worry. Yes, but see, that's why, but this is not our job in production. Once again, we have to understand, we are not creating tables like this. We are not inserting the data, right? Who is inserting the data? Our end users are inserting. Understood, right? Users are inserting. Means what? Whenever you open some, whenever you open some, like phone pay or GPay or something, right? Okay, so phone pay, GPay or something. So whenever we are making transaction, so users are making transactions, right? We are not as a DBA, just we are monitoring, we are maintaining maintenance people, but just basic, having basic knowledge is required for us. That's why we'll discuss this basic commands videos. I will share you. No need to worry. Okay, 4 to 5 hours classes I will share you. Maybe next once you make the registrations, our front office team will share you, so that like in 3 4 days you can go through that SQL basics parallelly. Right. Insert into is optional here. Directly courses value. See, course ID, course name, duration. 3 columns are there, right? Course ID, course name, SQL Server DB. For example, here duration 50 days. For example. Okay. Yeah. So like this here, like we can use select command actually to check the data here. Select star from table. One record is there. See, we can directly right click on this table here, directly right click on the table, edit here. Okay, directly here. Course ID, course name here, 60 days. Course ID, course name, like this here. Directly also we can type, no need of compulsory command. Right click on this, even we can run the select command also here. So it is showing. Okay, that is like we have to understand here. Yeah, how we are working with the basic SQL commands. Right, right. So that is like we have to understand here. SQL is a structured query language, which is a common database language supported by every RDBMS, whereas SQL Server is one of a powerful RDBMS product. They both are different. SQL Server is different. SQL is different. Okay. SQL is part of SQL Server. Understood, right? Already we have seen SQL Server is mobile phone. SQL is like SIM card, right? SIM card is part of mobile phone. Same thing for basic understanding. I'm saying. You don't say in the interview if somebody is asking what is SQL. Very fastly it is SIM cards are just for refreshment. I'm joking. Yeah, right. See here, right. Check here, like in SQL Server. Remember, like we have in 2005, Microsoft has introduced one feature called here CLR integration. CLR is a common language runtime. Common language runtime. Generally, say like in SQL Server, we have two programming options are there. Once again, don't get any confusion. Don't uh, worry. Why? Because programming is not our job. First point. Right? Programming is not our job. First point. No need to worry. Okay. So that's is here. Yeah, SQL Server. Here see two programming options are there in SQL Server. One is T-SQL is it. Okay, which supports SQL commands plus programming features like if statement, while statement, variable declarations, programming features. right? So whereas like second one is that like .NET languages. Now remember our developers team, what they can do, they can write the stored procedures, functions, everything with the .NET languages here. Okay, so that means what if the program is written with T-SQL, our SQL engine can run that program directly. But whereas if the program is written with .NET languages, remember, our SQL engine cannot run that program directly. It uses the help of CLR. CLR. CLR is what? Common Language Runtime. CLR is nothing but what? Common Language Runtime. That's why yeah, SQL engine cannot run .NET programs. That's why it uses CLR, Common Language Runtime. CLR integration means what? CLR is integrated into which SQL engine? SQL engines here. CLR is integrated into what? SQL engine. Okay, right. Right. So that's remember after installing SQL Server as a DBA, our job is what? We have to enable this feature one time. After installing SQL Server, remember, as a DBA, our job is to enable this CLR feature one time. We can enable this CLR feature one time by using SP configure. SP configure. So CLR enable, comma one, reconfigure. Okay, right. So that is yeah. So how we can enable or disable the features here. One means remember enable, zero for disable. Same command if I run by saying zero here, the feature is disabled. Okay, right. That's yeah. Check here. Any features here we can enable or disable by using this SP configure. SP means remember stored procedure. SP is nothing but what? System procedure or stored procedure. Yeah, all these are predefined ones. Predefined. We have to understand here. We are not. We have not. We are not writing these procedures. Whenever we install SQL Server, we'll get all these procedures automatically. Right? Yeah. So this was your SP configure. Uh, yeah. Check here SP configure. See here. See we can you go with the configuration option here. See, so we have so many configuration options are there, but you see one option is there CLR enabled. By default, see minimum value 0, 0 for disable, 1 for enable. But currently, whether the feature is enabled or not, it depends on this run values here. Run value. Okay, if the run value is 0, means remember feature is in disable mode. Understood it? Yeah, if the run value is 0, feature is in disable mode. We have to enable this feature one time. As a DBA, we have to enable this feature one time. Yeah, check here how we can enable or disable. Same thing, copy this. Or we can type also. Yeah, okay. Comma 1, reconfigure. Here, right now, remember its value is 0, right? That's why I'm making it 1, means okay, change successfully. If you want to see the only this feature, if you want to see, We can select up to here, we can run. Only this feature we can see here, both the values are changed. Actually, remember, if I run only this first line, only this config value is changed. Run value is not affected. But if I run both the lines, remember, both the values are affected. Both, remember, config value is changed, run value is also changed. Now remember, always we have to see this run value only. Okay, if the run value is 1, if the run value is 1, uh, yeah, if the run value is 1, remember, it's what it's meaning. Feature is there in enabled mode. We have to understand. Yes. So that is like feature is there in what? Enable mode. So if the run value is 0, feature is there in disable mode. We can make it 0 also. Here change from 1 to 0 means feature is there in disable mode. That is like we can use here like 0, 1 or 0 we can mention here. Right? 0 means what? Disable, 1 for enable. Right. So like this, like we can enable or disable here CLR feature. As well as remember, by right clicking on server name also, we can do the same activities here. Graphically also, we can do the same activities. Understood, right? Graphically also, we can do the same activities here. Graphically also. Check here, if you want to do this graphically, yeah, 0 means what? Disable, 1 for enable. Okay. Yes. Check here, if you want to do the same activity graphically, right click on server name, facets one option is there here. Go to facets. Generally it takes some time. Facets. Okay, right. Yeah, yes. Next year, like right. So this is like now, yeah. Now say like we can same thing facet equal to, we can select here, see, surface area configuration. Here see second option is there, CLR enable true or false here, right? CLR enable true or false, we can mention here. Both are same here. Anyone, either through command we can do. Right now it is false, actually it is showing false. We can change it to true. Okay. Once I change to true, now see here what is its value now. Once here. Like this here, both we can do either by using SP configure stored procedure, we can do most of the activities. Whereas like we can do by right clicking also here. By right clicking also, by using facets also, we can do the same activity. Okay. Yes, yes. So check here like yeah, how we can enable or disable the features here. Next one's here very important point. SQL Server is a collection of 4 servers here. 4 servers. 4 servers means we have to understand here are 4 major components. One is your database engine or database server. Database engine or database server means what? on which we are working as a DBA. See, our job is what? To work with which server? Database server or database engine. Okay, as a core DBA, we are working with database server or database engine, and remaining three servers are there here: RS, IS, AS. These are called BI features, business intelligence features of SQL Server, or maybe you have heard already MSBI. MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence features here, MSBI. Okay, Microsoft Business Intelligence features. Right. So that is like three options are there here. Okay, database engine is there, which is our main server. Yeah, these are the three servers are there as part of BI. Integration services, analysis services, reporting services here. SQL Server integration services, SQL Server reporting, SQL Server analysis. But remember, already I have said we are working with the database engine only as a core DBA. Okay, no need to work with other servers. No need to work with what? Other servers. Right, right. So that's why remember while installing SQL Server, we'll get one installation ticket we'll get. That is also called as here CR ticket, change request ticket. Generally remember any changes if you want to do in server, including installations like upgradations, patching, setup log shipping, setup mirroring, setup always on, any changes. Any changes, remember, will get here CR ticket will get. Okay, so yeah, CR ticket, change request ticket. But remember, already total setup is there, already log shipping is working. Uh, yeah, mirroring is there, replication is there, total setup is there. On that setups here, if want to work with, we have some other features are there. Those tickets are called as here IR tickets, incident request tickets. All the production issues comes under what? IR tickets. Understood it? Sorry. Yes. So that is like we have to understand here. See, like CR change request tickets. IR is nothing but what? Incident request tickets. Installation comes under which ticket? CR ticket. Change request ticket. Where we have previous day we have, once again I will show you on Monday. We have almost all 72 hours are there in the SLAs. SLA is what? Service level agreement. SLA is nothing but what? Service level agreements here. Okay, right, right. So that's like, yeah, in the SLA will mention say total, agreement details will mention. So I will show you once again. Last time we have seen this ticket we have seen. Mhm. I think, let's see. I think its password have changed. Mm, 1 second. Okay, yeah, I think yes. Yes. Check here. Previous day also have shown you this change request ticket. In the tickets here, complete information is maintained. Means what features we have to install. So how much time we can take. Complete details here. Previously, say Microsoft was providing one tool called ITSM tools here, IT Service Management Tool for ticketing. Right. Check it like date was almost on 7 years back, say 2014. Change reference number is there, changed ticket actually. What they are asking, install SQL Server, which type of installation? Standalone installation. Like here in SLA, we have 72 hours time is there here, the SLA, service level agreement. Yeah, anytime within SLA, within 72 hours, means within 3 days, 16 to 19, anytime we can do this activity, we have to complete this activity. Okay, so in the same way, here see they are saying which version we have to install. 2014 we have to install. What features we have to install? SQL engine, analysis services, integration services. Means what client is not asking reporting services here. Engine, AS, IS only is here. Like this here, very complete information, detailed information will get here to start installation. So which is called as what? Change request ticket. Something more about in the ticket, some other points are there, we'll discuss after the next class. After next class means after Monday's class, we can understand other points of the ticket also. We can I will show you one more time that complete ticket. Then we'll start once again. I will go with custom installation. Previous day I have shown you briefly. We have seen simple installation. We have seen previous day. Then I will show you one more time custom installation. Okay, right.